Yo, yo, yo. We're back already. I got a mini vacation from work and I got nothing to do. And this is like already the best game I've played in so long. You know, I love Hitman 3 so much. Like, I really love that game, and it's really competing hard right now. This game is so good. Holy shit. Right. Probably gonna have my buddy come on here and we're gonna chat about the game. We're both gonna be playing it. So it's gonna be a good time. Feel free to Right. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and look down and just let the game load. Probably not done loading. How's everyone doing? What's going on? It is a great day. It's a little cold around here, but the sun is out. Soy. We are here, back in Elden Ring. Forget what this place is called. Urena? Lurenia. Lurnia. 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 We got Limgrave, Kaled, and Lurnia. But I realized that I haven't really explored a lot of this. I was a little under level. I think I did the Tombsward Cave. That's about it. Went up there. I don't know if I should have. Yeah, I need to fuck with the demi-human forests and the Tombsward ruins. Earth Boar Cave. Yeah, I finished that place. Start here. Go back down here, take another look at this place. Two, where's one? I gotta stop leaving these. They lead me astray. I got ways to go. Why am I fat rolling? Why am I fat rolling? Was I fat rolling last night? I must have been fat rolling. It's a little rainy today in southern Limgrave. Interesting. You always want to get the high ground in these kind of places. Oh, I've already gotten it. What? Yeah, this is kind of familiar. Shit. What up? So for the way the servers, there's a couple ways to talk on Discord. There is a simpler way. The servers are really for like group chats. But here, give me a second, and I'll show you. Because I can pop it up on my screen. Fuck. Yeah. Give me just a second here. Okay. Crouch. I'm getting these bushes. Stay obscured. Yeah. Oh, I see you started a call 3 minutes ago. I didn't even get the notification. My bad. Yeah. I'm gonna join it. What's up?
What up?
How's it going, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. You sound good.
Okay, coming through good?
Yeah.
Going great.
It sounds just fine. Yeah, no tutorial necessary. But yeah, you can just call people directly. But the servers, like the Rock and Stone server, you
Mm.
basically you click on the PC. You'll see on the side panel it'll have like voice channels, and you just click into it, and then you like exit out, basically.
Okay.
So that's really for like
So
group
you go
stuff.
through like the channel menu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see one that's like labeled. One's labeled lobby, and then there's one that's like general or something. It's like a default. I never really messed with it. But yeah, man, what's been going on?
Nice.
How's Elden Ring been
Uh,
going?
Dude, it's going great. So right now, I have you been have you like explored the lands just right but like in between Stormvale Castle and through the main gate?
Um,
There's a there's a boss summon over there that I'm trying to fight right now.
oh
Um,
really? Like an optional boss?
yeah, like I'm looking at your map right now. Like if you were to
Yeah.
go to the point of grace for the gate entrance,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
south, south.
Oh yeah,
Keep
this one
going.
right here, Gatefront.
Yeah. Go to the gate front and look at it. Then so you see that zoom in. You can
Yeah.
see to the southwest. There's that black circle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some interesting shit over there.
Yeah, dude, I see that. I noticed one right over here. This is the
Hmm.
first one I've actually noticed. One thing that's going to be a little weird is that my screen is going to be kind of delayed. I set it to ultra low latency mode, but
Hmm.
I don't know how much that's going to help.
Um, I mean, it seems pretty good right now. No worries.
Okay, cool, cool.
Um,
Sometimes it seems like what the chat message is saying is referring to like maybe like 10 seconds ago.
mhm.
But last time I didn't have it set on that latency mode, so I just don't know how much that's actually going to help. But alright, cool. Yeah, I need to find... I really don't want to push too far forward if I'm like missing things, you know? Man, how did I never see that?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm like, I need to go back and farm in Lingrave because there is so much stuff I just completely passed by. But it's primarily
Oh my gosh,
bosses.
man, it's right there. It's right.
That's what
You
I'm
just
saying.
turn
I'm like,
around and go off, jump down the hill. Oh my god. That's
there's
so
there's lit
crazy.
there's literally thousands upon thousands of runes worth to get from these bosses.
Yeah.
So I've just been like I'm literally slightly frustrated with myself because the boss of that area, like I do think in the lake area you've been roaming around in and I've been roaming around in.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you get to that dude, there's some real fuck shit that's gonna go
Yeah.
down.
That place is
Um,
hostile. More
it's
so
it's
than this
really
place.
that's really hostile, and
I like
then
that.
it's not even a clear indicator of when you even leave the technical area. Like the more north you go, it actually like takes you to a new region.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's
Uh,
actually the lake area is kind of small and
yeah,
it's
it's a lot
weird.
like Farron keep size.
Yeah, but it's not though. It's actually really big. That's the like when you look at it, it's obviously huge. It's just the horse makes it feel not so big. Wow, there's just a dungeon right there. That's crazy. Thank you for that. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
since you said you've been exploring the region south, have
Hmm.
you been to the Tower of Return? Have you found that yet?
Let
It's
me
like on the
check it
very,
out.
it's like so you know how the southern island is like the hook. It's kind of got like a
Hmm.
bend to it. It's on the eastern bend at the very southern point of it.
It looks like I have the moniker for it on my map, so I'm
Mm,
assuming I've gone there. Like I'm
probably
running
seen
into
it.
this issue. Yeah, I'm running into an issue because the game will actually like put a symbol there when you've actually like visited the place. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
when you look back on this spot now, it'll actually tell you what this location is.
Yeah.
Um, but there's some that I like went deep into. The boss was too hard, and so I left, and now I can't remember which
Mm-hmm.
dungeons those were.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get better at using the markers, because you can put
Yeah.
like hard enemy or runes or like
Mm-hmm,
a bunch of
mm-hmm.
different symbols down.
Yeah.
But
That's why I've
so
got
that's
my
what.
notepad up, so I basically have just a running list of things that I left behind, basically.
That's
So
smart.
I wrote down that like there's a thug in a shack that has a necklace somewhere around the Lake Shar ruins, because that's where that woman's side quest is. Still haven't
Yeah.
found
Oh,
that, but yeah, I'll definitely forget about that if I won't write that down.
that the artist shack you're looking
Um,
for?
no, it's not, because I went to that. She said that there's an abandoned house just down the way, and that there's a thug in there and he has a necklace. And I don't know if that's in this Academy Gate town, or if it's like some rundown house that's hidden in the mist of the woods. I just haven't found it yet, and
Hmm.
I've looked through the woods pretty good. So
Yeah,
I've
let
got a
me see.
feeling it might. I'm kind of worried that it's in the town before you get to the castle, this little town area. It's just like I need to just keep pushing into that town, but I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, honestly, dude, if I were you, like having watched your stream yesterday, I would go deep into areas where you've already pretty much conquered, because I mean that's what I'm having to do right now.
Yeah.
And because literally this boss, like Godric, was kind of like a wall in a way
Oh
of
yeah,
being
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey,
He's a
you're
stat
either
wall.
gonna you're either gonna break or you're not. But
Yeah.
this one is in whole new level, like whole new level. Like I'm wielding right now. Let me see if I can pull up my stats. Right now, I've got the golden halberd from that tree guardian, +3.
Yeah, I've still never killed him, actually.
Oh, he'd be cake-a-rooney for you right now,
Yeah,
especially
probably.
with your horse and how much horse. Like, have you fought a lot of guys on horseback?
Yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with it. It feels safe. I feel like
Oh
is a
yeah,
good way
then
to
you
describe it. Oh, you know what I
Halberd.
figured out? You know how like these stone people, have you noticed that your weapon hits bounce off of them?
Mhm.
It's because you're one-handing. Like
Oh
stone,
really?
anything that's made out of stone, your weapon will bounce off like it's a wall if you're one-handing, but if you're two-handing it won't. And I've been wondering about that for a while. And yeah, I came in here two-handing and I noticed these guys are rocks and it's fine. It's crazy. Yeah, this sword. I'm glad I found it. Yeah, and these guys aren't even that strong. They're barely even hurting me. This feels right.
What I was saying, where I was like, sometimes
Oh
it
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like that's kind of what the game is forcing you to do, is go back and be like, because
Mm-hmm.
each of these dungeons has like a boss and an ash or some type of, you know,
Yeah, something
a
that could
weapon
be
or something.
useful.
So if, at a minimum, this boss will give you a decent amount of souls. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm. I'm hoping so. Oh, what am I at right now? 3,000? Yeah, I'm getting to that point where it's going to be less about leveling and more about doing things. Here in like 4 or 5 levels, you know, once it hits like 15,000. Oh, there's 2
What
elevators in
level are
here.
you right now?
I'm pretty close to 40, 41. Yeah,
41. Okay, so I'm only 5 above you. That's really not
yeah.
that different. It's not that
No.
much.
But you're probably at
Um,
that point now where it's like a time investment, you know, like 11, 12,000 souls to farm
yeah,
per
no,
level.
it's almost 13,000 souls right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
which, as you know, takes forever.
It'll take some time in
Those
Lingrave
crabs,
for sure.
yeah, those crabs in like the swamp area, in the lake near that village you went to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those crabs, they're 3 hits to me, but
Nice,
they
that
only give
weapon.
you like, yeah, dude, no, this
Oh,
the golden halberd, which you get for killing that sentinel, that tree sentinel, like right at the beginning of Limgrave, is fucking beast.
yeah. What's its stat requirements? I bet they're pretty intense.
Well, strength is probably the most intense for you right now.
Yeah.
Faith is 12.
Mm.
Dex is 14. Um,
Yeah.
which really isn't that bad.
No, no, no. That's fine.
But strength is 30.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
would be
it
rough
does,
for me.
yeah. It does a physical 192 plus 60, holy 124 plus 9, and crit is 100.
Okay.
So it'll like these bosses I've been fighting. What the last boss, this boss in this area took me 5 hits to kill.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, this weapon that I have, it feels really good to use. That's the main reason why I like it. It's just like, you know, it's a quick, great sword. But if you get rewarded with the blood loss, it is so good. If you can just hit the blood loss. What is down
Have
here?
you by chance gone to? I got teleported there super early game, and it fucked me up.
Was it
But I've
Celia
gone
Tower?
back.
Celia Cave?
Let me see. Let
Or
me make
Celia
sure.
Crystal Tunnel? Was that what you're talking about?
CO for a river. Have you been
Oh,
there?
the Siofa River well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. I found it and I went down
Yeah.
there and I almost shit my pants when I went down there. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I. What were you saying?
The boss is fun, but there's a if you end up going back there, I can give you a piece of advice that the whole area is part of an NPC, like multiple NPCs quest.
Hmm.
Yesterday when I told you that I picked another alternative in that area,
Yeah.
that it's essentially you join what's the opposite of the group that you have in the Table of Lost Grace.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed that there is. I've been contacted by a blue witch, and I've had some NPCs that are like trying to get me to. They're like asking me to question it. They're like, "What do you think about all that shit?" And it'll be like, "I don't think it's right." You know what I mean? Like the game is giving me a chance to like. But see, I don't know if like talking, if like saying that is going to have an effect or not. You know what I mean? Like if
Me
that's going to
neither.
actually shift the quest structure. So I'm hesitant to do it, but at the same time, considering it's my first playthrough, it's just not gonna. I'm probably gonna go down a path I don't want to, or I don't know what. You know, I don't even know what the paths are. I'm just gonna like see what happens. I
Either.
guess. You know.
Hey, yeah, when that guy you talked to outside of the church, the dude
Mm-hmm.
from like the very opening, um, when I talked to him, I picked the like I don't agree with them
Right.
after I
Right. Yeah.
picked the I agreed with them, and he gives you something.
Mm.
He just is essentially like interesting, um, but I'll say the other person, that blue witch, which
Yeah.
she is in that region. There are
Ah.
other NPCs you've probably met who work under
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so like you've probably met Bald, the like half wolf dude from
Yes,
Limgrave.
yes, yeah. I did his quest, his side
Right,
quest, at least in Limgrave. That part of it, I think he gave me a reward.
if you do that, he's a piece of that town we were
Yeah,
just talking about, the Sophria Riverwell,
yeah.
be there.
I see. There's like an
Um,
underworld, dude.
right, right.
What? See and also I don't know if you noticed last night, but so I went underground in Lernia, whatever
Mhm.
it's called,
Yeah.
and I got a bonfire, and it was connected to the bonfire in CO for Riverwell. You probably know more about it than I do, but
I've cleaned
I'm
that
starting
area
to
out.
wonder how big this underground area is, because I remember when I watched Cowboy's review, he said he had played the game for 80 hours, and he said the one thing that he still had no idea how to finish was the underground. He said something about like the underground. That's all he said. So I got a feeling that this underground tunnel system expands across the whole map,
Yeah, that
not
this
just this
map
area.
you're looking at, yeah, from what I understand, the map we're looking at right now, um, it's like the top layer of a stack of pancakes.
Exactly. Well, see, the other thing is I've heard people say there's that the game the game locks you into regions and unfolds as you progress through the game. So like even
That
what
is
we
very
have
true.
like what we have access to, even though I've teleported across the map, seemingly, it's not across the map because there's still more map that I haven't even unlocked the ability to. The game's hard locked me out of it. It won't teleport me beyond certain points. So it seemed like at the beginning it almost felt like they teleported me like halfway through the game, like as some sort of skip. But that's probably for people a new game just to like not have to, they don't want to
Well, I
gate
think
you
it
through
also
explore. They want to gate you through exploration on New Game Plus. So they've like made these skips,
yeah.
which is fucking
Well,
awesome.
I think that has a lot to do also with the. You remember when you went to the tower yesterday, the Tower of Limgrave, to unlock the Great Rune?
Yeah,
Um, like uh, teleporter that sent you over there,
yeah, mm-hmm.
scattered throughout the world. Those will take you to areas that on your map that you can't reach.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
I
some of
found
those,
one.
dude, some of those are
The one in
crazy.
return, the one in the Tower of Return, like I'm too scared to walk around. It's like it looks like something you just don't want to see yet. You know what I mean? It looks like the end of a
Yeah.
very long epic level. Like you're so high up that you can't see anything. You're so high up, you can't see shit. You're like up in the clouds. And it's obvious, and the thing is like you're that tree. Here's what I'll show you. If you so what I know is that if you go in the map and you look at that giant massive tree, and then you go on the map and you look at the bonfire that it teleports you to, you're basically right next to the tree, like right next to it. You're there. You're there.
Mm,
And that's like I don't want to go there. I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want to skip
okay.
all this.
Have you cleaned out Castle Morn?
No. See, the problem is that when I found everything, I was probably like level 12. I just walked around on the horse and got every bonfire and only fought things that were killable and ran from everything.
Yeah.
So I just was on a bonfire hunt. So now I'm at a point where I need to go back to all these things that I found, which I've been doing, but I haven't cleaned up the harder things that I found. Wonder what this is. But anyway, yeah, I'm in this dungeon, and I am trying to get through it.
Yeah, that one's got a very clever trick. You've probably even noticed where to go without even realizing it.
Well, I just know that there's this elevator here, and it's got that little secret pathway on it, but I haven't explored the rest of this area yet. So I'm hesitant to push through it.
Sure.
Because that's probably, if my intuition is correct, that's either the item or the boss, but that's definitely something I'm gonna want. I've noticed that they hide the bosses more than they hide the items.
Yeah, no, they'll oftentimes give you just like straight up items in those dungeons. Honestly, that's what kind of makes me sad sometimes is when you have a dungeon and you go down there and it's just a chest. I'm like,
Yeah, you open the door and it's just a chest.
Man.
But now
Yeah,
I'm scared to do it because I've been fucked by those. Have you been teleported to the Celia Crystal Tunnel?
About twice now, because I'll tell you there's several that'll take you back there. But honestly,
Fuck them, dude.
right
I hate that place so much.
Honestly, right now I'm trying to figure out how to get back there because I'm like, I bet you I could do some fucking damage now, and I bet you that's a good place to get some souls.
Well, let me show you. Want to look at my map real quick? I have a. Have you walked out of it yet? You ever found your way out?
I think I can't remember what happened to me. Let me check.
Because on my map, I have I found a backdoor entrance to it, or I found the way out, I should say. I like ran out and right here, there's a cliffside right here that's really big, but If you can make your way down into the lake area of this, this like shithole lake, you can go around the bed of the lake, and there's an entrance. It's kind of hidden. It's very hard to see if you're above it. It's like in the mountain, but it's right there. Right
Oh
under,
yeah, I
right at
can
the
see
foot of the
it's got a
cliff.
little symbol.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get in from there.
Do you
And
want to know?
yeah. What up?
I'll tell you something crazy. I was riding around last night, like late last night, and it had turned night, and I was in Caled, and I ran into. Let me see. Let me pull out of your map really fast. Let me see if you've been. I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Let me backstab this guy. Were you there when I saw that Elder Dragon? Or whatever it was? It was like this fucking huge dragon.
I'll tell you, there's about 4 of those in that area, and none of them are the boss. The boss is a different dragon.
Yeah, so I haven't really been into this thing, which I imagine is a castle with a boss, and I haven't really been down here. But
you can also those giant towers that the Point of Grace is like right in front of at the entrance to the gatekeep for Stormvale. You can get into those towers. Those towers have chests in them.
These right here?
No, in Limgrave, like right before Stormvale Castle. It's all in Caled.
Interesting.
I would that whole area to me screams endgame.
Caled? Yeah. Dragons, like, yeah. They're telling you need to have some fucking buffs.
Those fucking big-headed dogs and birds.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, that shit is rough. They're all giant, and they're fast. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I know those towers where you're looking right now, those can be cleaned out. They've got chests.
Yeah.
That whole area has, I think, about 2 to 3 bosses in it. If you do some exploring, and they're I mean, if you can take on Godric, you'll probably kill him in like 10 hits.
More bosses in that area. Damn. Yeah, I thought I was getting pretty close to done with that place. Maybe like 2 or 3 secrets. But last night, so I wanted to check. I was like, surely I've gotten everything. So I looked up a video of like what things that you need to do in Limgrave, because I was like, I was expecting that it would be, maybe I'd see like one thing, Sure. But it was like the first thing, it was something I'd never seen. I was like, God damn it. So then I was like, okay. So I watched a playthrough of someone who was streaming it, and the first thing they did was, right out of the gate, something that I never saw, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. Can't even, like, I just can't catch a break. What is this?
Yeah, I've been having a hard time, like, I've been trying to find a good rule of thumb to figure out when to look up a guide and when not to. Like, the Great Rune, how I figured that stuff out was, on my homepage on YouTube, literally almost every channel, including IGN, had made a specific one to that. So I was like, well, if they've made a very specific video and everybody keeps making it, must be really confusing. Like, imagine not knowing who had to activate that room or where the tower was or how to get to it.
Yeah.
And it truly is the ultimate reward for killing one of the demigods. No.
Oh, dude, poise broken.
Yeah. Go get him.
Oh, so easy.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, look at that damage. Melting him.
Nice.
You could probably get like an easy 30,000 runes just by knocking out some of these dungeons in Limgrave.
That's good to know. Because I was wondering, it's starting to get to the point where it's like the ones that are just put on the edge of a wall, like I think I'm scanning well enough to find the more obvious ones. But
I'll tell you this. I am fighting right now, which is like real close to your current position. He's a little bit of a bastard, man. I did one run on him. I've just been watching yours right now with my map up, but I'm about to try him again. But honestly, I might need to just be really working on role for him. I can't tell if he's like a little bit of a later game boss or not. His moveset's insane. He's been in the trailers. You'll know. You'll
Hmm.
know when you see. You know when you see it. Um, but have you gone to any of the like eagle eye points yet? The telescopes on your map?
Like one. Do they do anything? Oh yeah, I can take this guy now. This dude is one-shotting me. I don't know why, but I tried to fight a couple bosses really early, and it didn't work out, so I just switched to constantly looking and like exploring, and then I just like gotta level up eventually, right?
And this guy took me forever.
Oh man. Yeah, I've
No
seen a lot of
matter
people
when
struggle
you
with
face
him. He is.
No matter when you face him, he's good.
Yeah. Oh, I should have used my Godric one. Wonder his armor's probably good against blood loss. What were you saying?
I was going to give you a slight hint I figured out the other night, which is that if you're ever in need of rune arcs, so you can use your great runes, if you know a place that has mice in them, the one you were just in.
Mice?
Yeah, mice. They drop them. You can farm mice to get rune arcs. So I'm at 6
That's actually dope.
arcs. Because, you know, and all of those were one shot for me, so it's real easy
Right.
farm. There's also another part in the area you were in, the Lernia of the Lakes area.
Yeah.
It's a giant, like, riverbed lake thing that's separate. It's slightly detached. You can see it on your map. But if you go there, there's like an army of 200.
Oh my god. I don't know how I got off my horse. What were we saying? The army of 200
Dude, I did that so many times.
of rats?
No, of guys, but they'll also drop them.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the yellow knights up there? Nice. He's smooth on him. Big day. These guys should be able to slaughter pretty well. The one mystery I'm trying to really figure out, just because I've found like probably 7 of them so far out in the world, are the giant stone walking owls.
Oh, like the buildings?
I've seen.
Yeah.
I went to a part. There's a part in the map that's actually pretty close to where you're at.
Yeah, with that one,
There's 5 of them walking around.
5?
I'm like, and so I wrote up because I was like, well, I'm bored and I don't have anything to do necessarily just yet because I was feeling like a coward and I didn't want to go and face my problems.
Yeah.
So I ran up and it tried to attack one, and it did not. It did nothing to it, but it flipped the fuck out. It started destroying me.
No, yeah, there is a way. It's kind of a puzzle. I'll just say this: there's like a build up. There's some build up on them. If you get real close to their legs, you'll notice like some skulls. You know, like some plaque.
Oh, okay. So there's like something you probably got to destroy to.
Yeah, you'll see. If you get real close, you'll notice that they're mossy, but there's also like this white stuff all over their legs. Oh, I got him. Nice. But yeah, so they're basically, they're not really like bosses, but you do gotta beat them up a little bit. I think they're for later, but you're gonna want to remember where they are for sure. Cause I walked in one.
Got a marker on the map.
Yeah, cause I got in one of the buildings, and when I walked in there, a tutorial message popped up, and it was like, I can't remember what it said. It said like, this is where you duplicate remembrances or something like that. And I don't even know what that means. But it was like you can do 1 duplication per mausoleum. I don't know what a remembrance is, so.
Remembrance is like a special type of ash. It's like a boss ash, essentially, where you can like summon a Godric.
Is that? I wonder what that means. I wonder if that means you can like respawn the boss, or you can just like duplicate the soul to get both the items you get from it. Maybe.
I have a talisman that boosts my faith by almost 20 levels.
Oh fuck you, dude! If I had that, I would be destroying shit.
I got it in Limgrave.
Dude,
You get it from a boss.
it seems like
It's
faith
really
is
not.
really strong in this game. It's breath attacks. Interesting.
Oh my gosh, dude, this dude is a fucking bastard, man. I feel like such a little bitch right now, and I'm like, how is this dude just in Limgrave? They're chilling right now, and he's fucking me up. And I've been to so many other regions.
Is it the Grave Warden?
I almost have coast. It's the. I mean, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, you can say his name.
You're really close. It's the Crucible Knight, and he is a bastard.
Crucible.
There's a knight. There's actually, once you get beefed up a little bit, probably. I mean, if I were you, I would start thinking of maybe a different weapon.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna upgrade this thing. It requires like good materials.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which honestly, I will say that like they put way better materials in learning of the lake area than what I needed. Like I needed those stones, like regular smithing stones +2,
Mm-hmm.
and all they had there was +3s, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with these right now?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like getting Titanite chunks before you got large Titanite shards.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of good materials, and I don't really... I don't want to use any of it until I know what's gonna happen with my build.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. No, I hear you. I mean, I think from some of the spells I have, like, there's actually, if you want that, a giant arrow sorcery that you see in the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell you where that boss is.
Yeah, I would be fine with knowing, because I feel like I've walked around to where I've seen everything, so it would be really hard to find new things. I mean, other than like this island that's out here, I haven't really figured that out yet. I got a feeling it's through here though, because I don't know, I just got a feeling. But anyway,
Dude, I'm gonna actually have to leave and go and farm up for this. This dude's
Crucible
good.
Knight?
You should try him. Yeah, you should try him.
Where
are you
is
at
he?
right now? Are you still in Limgrave?
Yeah,
Are you near the main gate entrance?
No, I
'Cause
can
would
teleport
travel
up there though.
I would teleport to the main gate.
Yeah.
Point of Grace.
The gate front?
Limgrave. Yeah, up in Limgrave.
Yeah.
And you'll see a circle just like those other ones where you can summon a boss fight. Yeah. Yes. You see that circle just like right onto your southwest.
Southwest.
Like big black mark right above that.
Oh, fuck, dude. They're like everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
You just
yeah.
go up. Okay.
Yeah, go check that dude out when you're when you're feeling like, because I mean honestly, like the people who I've been watching do magic, because I haven't cast a single spell.
Yeah.
All I do is like if I feel like I need that advantage, I use an Ash of War, just because I'm like, well, if I don't use, or not an Ash of War, I use a Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, if I don't use his Spirit, then I'm never gonna use him. Like if it's not for a boss,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna really use him out in the world. Because I like the group challenges, because it's good practice for my horse combat.
Yeah, you definitely don't need them.
No.
But
for
I
the boss, they can really make a difference. Like the wolves are great, because some enemies they can stagger. So
yeah,
it's really hard
they
to
build
pull
up
off.
that stagger because they're just all hitting.
Right, and whoever's doing the most damage or causing the most problems is who the boss will like primarily
Yeah.
focus on. So,
Honestly,
Um,
the main reason I use summons is just to get in some cheeky jump attacks to build up a critical. I just want the boss to look at them so I can do a couple jumping attacks in a row. Like that's all I
I
really want them for, just for that one critical attack.
yeah, to be honest, dude, I consistently forget in this game that I can
Dude,
jump
this
because
fucking
it's like
ram, you'll see that in like 15 seconds. This fucking ram just walked up and hit me in the ass while I was standing there. It just aggroed on my horse. It walked up to me, backed up, and then started fucking going. And I was like, damn, bro. Alright.
yeah.
Alright, here we go. Crucible Knight, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, God. This dude
You,
looks like
you know,
a
one thing I
fucking
will
badass.
say that I have a complaint about is in the trailer they show you on horseback in certain boss fights that I can tell you right now you cannot summon your horse in.
Yeah, okay.
And
Oh, shit.
And I've seen them in the trailer pull out spirits because I've rewatched the trailer because there's a very particular boss that you'll recognize that looks so cool in the trailer that you can actually go and find right now if you wanted to.
Oh, he's got some reach.
Notice you're doing good damage on him.
Yeah, it's always their moveset that's the problem.
Oh yeah. And this guy gets crazy. These are the moments though where I kind of feel like um, I should be thinking about some type of spells because my strength is where it needs to be to rock like most weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting after like 40 something levels into something, the return that you're getting, you're either doing it for a specific weapon or you're kind of wasting levels because, you know, 1 point into strength each level is not worth 40,000 souls.
Yeah. By the way, also these like rock worms around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they drop rune fragments.
What are rune fragments?
Rune fragments. Let me just verify.
Do you craft them or are they? I have no idea. I need to look
There are
into the
some-
crafting system.
There's some that are craftable. Yeah, they're like used for crafting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also get like rune packages. That sometimes, which you can are just like soul packages. In
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3.
Oh, so they're good to farm for like item discovery, maybe. Like, if you're using item discovery buffs.
And also, I'll let you know that like I was torn on saying this earlier, but I think I will tell you, which is that like quest stuff where you can kind of pick a different thing. It's very much like the Covenant system. Almost identical
Okay,
to the
it's not
Covenant
gonna like
system. So,
change the story unless you really commit to a side quest.
yeah, because when I looked it up for one of the steps, because I was confused on where to go, the game pretty much was just like, this is entirely optional. Like everybody I saw online was like, this is all optional. It's
Yeah.
not it's like if you want to do this quest line, you can. And it might offer probably like a slightly different ending, just like doing the Henri one will or not.
Yeah.
But the main story is literally the demigods, and so, which you should have the scholar at your stronghold yet, which will be useful.
Yeah.
You're going in on this, dude.
He keeps fucking shielding me though. He's got good defense. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the game.
That's my problem.
I didn't switch my my special flask out. Ooh. No, I'm so close to a level. I probably should just top that off real quick.
And go kill those rock things.
Yeah, I need like 1,000 souls. Oh yeah, how much do these guys give me? I don't think they give me that much. 40, man.
I really want this dude's shield. I hope he gives it to you. me. I really need to be working on my endurance because I need better armor. I'm just a little too squishy, but I know I have enough in vigor. It's very noticeable that, which to me, I find it kind of strange that they matched your equip load with your endurance.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
Because endurance is just not a stat you're going to be constantly pumping into, but it makes it a stat that now you have to constantly pump into. Like, it is very rare that I'm ever at the bottom of my endurance tab.
Yeah, I agree.
Melee.
I don't think they really... I think they don't want you to run out of stamina as much as they did in other games. It really seems like it's not about... They want you to manage stamina, but not like that. Although that'll probably come into play with, like, the bigger weapons later, you know? Like, those big, giant weapons that they have. You're probably going to need a lot of stamina.
I have a pretty... You can, there's a quest that you could do that would be really easy for you with your current level standing. That would get you one of the best great swords in the game. It's a boss weapon.
Orc.
Dude, I literally have only gotten this dude down to maybe half health.
Yeah. He's just a big damage boy. It's really the shield.
It's the shield for now.
Yeah. I'm having trouble. What I need to do is just rotate. I always rotate right, which is like only a good idea half the time.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah. Your current situation, I would say, yeah, I would.
See, what's interesting is that I've seen a lot of people's playthroughs and their health bars are like giant, and I can't tell if that's because they're really far along. Or maybe that's like a rune that they have attached, you know, that gives you like a large vitality hit.
There is one that does boost. I've gotten I think there's a talisman for each of the stats that will boost that stat.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I have one that raises vitality. I feel like I kind of need it right now. And then I have another one. I think it's for my equip load. Yeah, Arsenal Charm.
Yeah. I had to give that one up for my faith. It was against my religion.
Oh, you mean the one the Sacred Scorpion Charm?
Give me 1 second. I'm fighting this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck, that move is insane. Do not appreciate that, sir. Don't exist. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
What is that? There's just no way out. Okay, maybe that's the strat. Yeah, it's probably strat. Have you gone around to all of those and killed all the... I saw you kill a couple yesterday, the Erd Tree Guardians.
Yeah, there's one in Caled that I did not kill. That's the only one that I've left behind. But I've killed every single one
Yeah,
I've
I'm kind of
seen.
surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they all have the same moveset. They all
Yeah.
literally are just duplicates of themselves.
It's the it's the stage 2 Taurus Demon. It's the Taurus Demon under the Asylum.
And dude, there are so many bosses that I'm like, oh, you're like this mold.
Yeah. It's a patch,
Like there's
basically.
a one of the bosses that will give you the sorcery for that great bow,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another one, like if you that giant you were fighting last night, that spirit one.
Yeah.
I killed him today. He gives you that sorcery he uses. With the
Oh,
swords.
yes, that's a good one. That one's a classic.
So if you can get your hands on both of those, that's a game changer. But honestly, like I could definitely give you a little bit of guidance if you wanted to go and get a boss greatsword. That would be pretty easy for you to get. But it's like an ultra great sword.
Sure. Is it in Limgrave still?
It's in south. It's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the Sleeping Peninsula. Yeah, it's Castle Morn. So there's a
Ah.
quest in Castle Morn that on your way up you might have met an NPC with a red hood. Did you happen to meet an NPC with a red hood in that
Maybe like
area?
a woman, a female?
Hmm? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I met her. Yeah,
She'll
yeah.
ask you to bring a letter. Did she give
Um,
you a letter?
yeah, I've got
Or bring it to your
yeah,
dad?
yes, I've got the letter, and I've also, yeah, I think she's the one that gave me the jellyfish ash, right? But yeah, that sounds familiar.
Um, so her dad is in that castle. The castle is super small. Don't think Stormvale. Think like a small dungeon. It's not very big. There's only three points of grace around it, and one of them is you already have. One of them is for the backside of it that you can't get to on the outside, and one is just for the inside. So it's like that's how small it is you only need 1 point of grace. Where unlike Stormvale has like six.
Yeah.
Um, but if you do that quest, it will get you a good boss fight. But that boss fight will give you a very badass great sword.
I
Which
see.
let
I
me look
see.
up the stat requirements for that right now, just to make
So is
sure.
her father in that castle? Is that what you said? Sorry, I
Hmm.
was picking up an item. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Now everything around that, it's a quest, and everything around it will happen in that castle. And
Yeah.
I can tell you if you wanted once you get like a step done, what you should look for.
Yeah.
It's so small that I wouldn't want to like direct you. You could going through it now. You would probably be two-shotting everything. It's not very hard.
It's good. Yeah, when I first got there, it was just a bit much. Just a tiny bit too much. It was like when a dog takes 5 hits to kill, you're probably gonna get overwhelmed in a group fight just because it's like no fault of your own.
Yeah. Let me see. I need to stop trying to fight this dude right now because this guy's just got him pretty close. Maybe I'll
Nice.
try again. Damn. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try again. I'm having the same problem you're having right now. Like my damage is better, but like my vigor, my health, I just feel so squishy compared to everything around me in the world. So I just feel like the game's trying to tell me there's a lot I've missed.
Yeah.
Uh, I did this Castle Morn quest yesterday. I was around your level, and I literally one shot everything.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
was super easy to get done.
I think I still had the S stock. The like starting weapon and starting gear. So
Yeah, I would.
the thing about the prisoner is that it has a really good stat start. Like everything is enough to use things at the beginning, except for faith. That's the only thing. But what you have is basically like a good helmet, and everything else is like cloth. So it's like the start is like you start off rough, but as the game goes on, I'm like able to use most of the things that I find, which is nice.
Well, that's, I mean, yeah, it is pretty nice. All
Just
right,
not
focus,
faith.
dude.
And the
Yeah.
main issue there is that like everything that I found so far, all my good magic is faith magic. By far.
Dude, yeah, right now that's kind of like, I wish I could boost my faith up more so I could try to use some of these spells, because I feel like with the spells I have, they would be a big game changer if I could actually use them.
Yeah.
One of the nice things is that if you've picked up any prayer books, you should look through your inventory, because they won't show up as spells, but you can take them to people in Stronghold, and if you give it to them, or other NPCs, if you give it to them, they'll be like, let's learn this together.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll give you a spell. And you'll have memorized it, so you don't need to go to a bonfire and do that. So I'm just gonna get my souls to get the fuck out of here.
So I found Morn Tunnel, and I'm kind of exploring through there. Don't know where to go. I'm gonna try this ladder. Got a feeling there's something valuable up here.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on, but for some reason, I have tried to get online in this game, to play online, and it has not allowed me to. The entire time I've played the game. So I've been playing offline, which is honestly kind of nice, because I feel like you get a lot more tips and tricks, I guess, with people being online. But now I'm starting to reach a point where I'm like, man, I kind of wish that I would have like somebody to be like, invisible wall. You know?
Yeah, I've only found one.
You just blink and miss it.
I found one in a dungeon, like one of the mini dungeons, and the boss was hidden there. Yeah, you were there for that, I think. That was unexpected. It was like 3 hidden walls, and then there was a boss door. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah.
What's your when you have a chance, pull up your stat screen so I can take a look at your stats. I just want to make sure that if you go and do this greatsword quest, because that greatsword, I have a feeling, will do significantly more for you than your current sword. But that is a dope ass sword.
It's fine. Yeah, this sword isn't super good. It's really just the blood loss that makes it good. Because once I get a handful of good attacks in, they fucking melt. It takes like a good third of their health bar away, no matter who it is. And then at that point, I'm in the fight if I have Estus. You know? It's just like, no, you got it. But I just realized that I died earlier and didn't pick up my souls. And then just started fucking running around and aggroed half the fucking place. 9,000 souls sitting on the ground over here.
Damn.
Oh, they're all the way up there? Okay, that's why I didn't get him. Wait, what? How's that supposed to work? Oof. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I found the boss. So I need to just get 500 souls. I wonder what these guys are dropping. $58. See, I could just farm somewhere so much more efficiently.
That's why I've been liking going back to Lingrave, because I'm like, I can just run around on my horse and
Yeah.
just slaughter.
Just hit that all the
And
big shit.
right.
You go kill those giants and get 200 souls a pop. Takes like 10 seconds to hit him on horseback. You just run up to him, spam R1, and then he loses blood, and then I hit him a couple more times and he's dead.
Yeah, it honestly feels nice. It's kind of like going back through one of the earlier places in a Dark Souls game as an end game god. Okay, oh shit. Why would I do that? Okay. Yeah, dude, I'm still finding places in the Weeping Peninsula that I just didn't even know were there. And yet I rode right by it.
That shit's crazy.
Well, it shows you how much like current games just tailor your attention to be like, here are all of these markers on a map. Go and find them.
Well, they fall. I feel like they all fall into a trap of thinking that like they're gonna be the next cool. Like, I don't know about you, man, but I don't like collecting. There's just something about the like collecting being the objective that makes me not want to do it. It feels like work to go walk up to every little nook and cranny.
Yeah.
Even though in like
told what to do.
yeah.
It locks you into being like, this is your progression now. Like, you're either gonna get down or get out.
You're gonna go to every area. A good example, a perfect example would be, because this is a game we both played a bunch, is Arkham Asylum. Or Arkham Knight, I mean. Because I played this shit ton of that game. I 115%ed it or something like that.
Yeah,
like, I played it a bunch.
Fun game.
But, so, I'm as soon as I start this story, I imagine you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. And that is, I was doing the best sub-quest line in the game, which is the Joker one. And I got through all the cool car missions. I thought that was a really creative game design. Like car puzzles with grappling hooks and like racetracks, like all super smart.
Yeah.
And then you know what fucking happens when you finish the last one.
Yeah.
And I the second that he said that I have to find all of them, I had these flashbacks of every single one that I had walked past. And I told myself, and I was like, I'm not going back there. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing all those missions again. I played like probably 50% of the game before I finished that. And I was like, fuck, man, I'll never finish that questline. That's really sad. Why'd you do that? You could have just not done that.
And they do it in every game. I think that's what makes me like. You have to have cool shit. That's one thing this game has that it just like it flexes on any game that's come before it. But yet, it is comparable to other games because every game needs to strive to have like a reason for you to be involved. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this game, it's like it drives your attention all over the place. And I think that's rare. Like when in Arkham, it's like, here, come and check out these cool little areas we designed. But it's like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I have no other, like, the whole reason to be here is to get a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave because it's all like, it doesn't really mean anything for me even to be here. You just wanted to show like a little Easter egg that you put in or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is that like your eye is being guided the whole time. Like you're looking for a question mark.
Right.
So you're not even paying attention to what they're showing you because you're looking for something. You're looking around it. You're not looking at it the whole time. And that feels like work. It feels like what they're showing you is actually a distraction from the objective. It's like, I don't care about all the cool pipes that are coming out of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care I'm in a flooded building and it's like, you know, it's all damaged and it's like, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at that question mark behind the bars. But yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it doesn't matter, you know. It's like I think that's the thing that always gets me because anytime I've new gamed that game, and I've done that a lot, I always just get really disappointed by the fact that they end the game essentially with that. Like it's, because all of the other side quests or
Yeah, yeah,
main
you're
quests
right. And when you
actually
get to
wrap up.
the end is
Right?
like
Like
100% the game to get the last 2 minutes. And it's like,
right, and
fuck your 2 minutes, bro. Sorry.
honestly, dude,
It's a
it's
great
one of
game, but
the
fuck that 2 minutes. I'll watch it on. I watched it online the second I finished the game, and I was like, "What a good game! That game's amazing. Really, really some weird choices there, but other than that, great job."
right. I think the thing for me too is like the only real reward you get for finding all of the question marks is just the fact that you get to fight him in a mech suit,
Yeah,
the Riddler,
I don't
and it's
even.
like
Yeah, I mean that's still cool. It's a hidden boss fight, but it's like it's not worth it. You're not gonna ever make
no.
that kind of grind worth it to me. I'm not a collectible guy. That's part of the reason why even though I want to play Zelda like Breath of the Wild, I'm not going to because I'm not, I mean, at the end of the day, I know a big part of that game is like finding stuff.
Well, and this game has almost the exact same formula, and it really shows you how you can do it right because their level design is phenomenal, and I think that's a key thing when making a dungeon interesting. Like
Yeah.
wanting to go and explore dungeons is, you never know what you're actually going to get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you never know. Like I mean, you know it's gonna be a boss, but you don't know what the boss is gonna be. You don't, it's a unique encounter. Like I'm fighting a boss right now. It's super unique, and even though he's kind of easy, and I just fucking took like a third of his health bar with one roast. That was still fun because it's unique.
Right, and I think that's just what they excel in because honestly, the game I compare this to the most is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They're two games that have come out very recently.
Yeah.
I mean, Valhalla still got content coming out for it, and a lot of people have talked about how long it took them to beat that game.
Oh man.
It for a radically different reason, right? Like it is
Yeah.
it's just butter spread over too much toast. It's just not dense enough to be fascinating. And
It's
they, but
good. It's fun. Like
it
the
is,
combat's
but they
fun. The story is not bad. It looks great. There's a lot of
yeah,
RPG systems outside of leveling to engage with, but there is after a while you do notice the cut and paste game design. Like you see the loop. When you get to the end of the loop, you realize that what you're about to do is what you just did again. And in this game,
right.
like when you get to Lernia, you realize you're gonna do what you just did in Limgrave, which is you're gonna explore a bunch, you're gonna find a bunch of shit, get overwhelmed, get lost, and all But the thing is you don't have an idea what it's gonna be like necessarily. Whereas in Assassin's Creed, you're gonna go to a new town.
Hmm.
You're gonna need to get that waypoint because you know you're coming back, and then you're gonna talk to someone, and then you're gonna raid a camp, and then talk to someone, and then raid a camp, and you're gonna keep doing that until there's either a boss fight or you're gonna raid a camp, and then you'll talk to someone, and they'll tell you to go somewhere, and now you know or you'll go back to your home, and then they'll tell you to go somewhere, and it repeats.
And not only that, I think the harder part of those kind of games is that they're just constantly reusing assets.
Right,
They're
yeah,
just
it's the same
constantly,
stuff. It's all the same. The enemies
yeah,
they have different flags, but like it's this I mean, there's a lot of enemy variety even in that one, like more than Odyssey, but so I feel like
well,
that game actually the farther you go, there is enough enemy variety to keep combat feeling fresh, but
yeah.
it's just the fact that the purpose is the same. You're always helping some person you give zero fucks about and do not
Yeah.
matter in the story. They just happen to be in control of information, and it's always just in a fucking camp nearby. But the person isn't there until you trigger the mission. You like half the time you've already raided the camp already, like just by free roaming to level up.
Yeah.
But
And it just, I mean, that's the kind of stuff to me that feels like a real chore. Because also you just
Yeah.
know from the jump, kind of like Batman, but Batman's more concise in its storytelling. But you know, it's like this is story, right? Like you know, this is just like this
Mm-hmm.
one-time kind of story. But when you drag it out for so long, you don't ever get a real say. That's one thing I've always I always feel like of the modern Assassin's Creed games.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, is like Assassin's Creed Odyssey has a good story, so you're kind of just invested in the way that goes. But Valhalla to me had a pretty weak story just because it was so segmented. It's like go here, get this person to join you. Go there, get this person to join you. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a million steps leading up to getting that person to join you, always like having to earn their trust. But there's really no option of being like, fuck you. Like, there's no real you personalizing the say of the story or your character.
Right,
But like
yeah.
here, it's like the story is the background and you're in the foreground. So you never feel like you kind of want to find the story. You want to have it going on around you, and so it makes all of it far more fascinating. You know, because I've read or watched a couple of reviews on this that are from people who are like, the story's not the best of this game.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm not.
which I'm like, there's a lot of people who have never played Souls games playing this game, which makes me happy, because I feel
Yeah.
like this is a great gateway into something like Dark Souls 3. Um, but
Oh yeah.
I'm excited just because they actually have like cutscenes and stuff, and they have a lot more like voice, because the story's just never the point of these games.
Yeah, and I kind of like the way they kind of they make it more of a mystery than a story.
Hmm.
It's like there's a story if you like hunt and you read everything, and I mean other than that it's pretty loose. So
Well, and it's such a choose your own adventure because it's like if you weren't there to experience it, you're not part of it.
yeah.
And the game doesn't force you to be there. Like it doesn't, like name a time in Dark Souls 3. Well, I mean, I guess Dark Souls is different because you definitely have bosses that are like you're not getting past this point.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else for you to go. You can go and grind in an area you've been and come back to me. Um, but like it gives you an element of that feeling of like, all right, like I'm alive in this world and the world is alive separately. Like if I just missed out on that conversation or that person, then I'm just not going to get that story.
Yeah.
Trust me, I was so happy when I found that Godric summon, dude.
I don't
I was
remember. I don't
so
think I used it.
You didn't. I was so impressed. I was cheering you on.
Yeah, I
The
did
entire
not.
time watching you fight him.
Ah, shit. I did not see that coming. I don't know why I aggroed that whole group of people. That was silly of me.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah, I don't know how to get around them without getting them pissed off.
Um, so this room is just a big square. It's
Yeah.
just on the opposite end that you have to go. Like for me, I came back and farmed on these guys, kind of like I treated it like I did with the opening to the village in Dark Souls 3, like the second main area,
Hmm.
where you're trying to bait all of those guys out, and so you can get the witch alone and get
Hmm.
your Estus shard.
Oh.
You know, because
Yeah.
they won't all aggro at the same
Yeah.
time, and they
I've just
won't
been trying to
aggro
avoid
unless.
those dogs.
Oh yeah, fuck those dogs. Um,
I just have a natural avert. Like if there's two options and one has dogs, there's one option.
yeah,
That's just how. Ever since that run up to the pontiff, man, it's that right there because you're going to be chased by dogs.
it feels like forever too.
That's yeah, multiple layers of aggroing dogs. Yeah, see, look at me. What am I doing? Just like, is there a way I can get behind them while they're all looking at me?
We'll be right back. I'm gonna take this.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Take your time. Iron Cleaver. Got that hook. 26 strength. I'm so close to that. Oh, frames, frames, frames. This is a good spell. Ah, a little short on the range, though. Let's go, homie. Oh, this is that boss. Just like a little weaker.
All right, I'm back.
What up?
What up, what up?
Oh, here's something that's really cool. These are like, these items. They're like usable spells. Oh, I see. So you equip a great rune, right? And then it just sits there, and that's the one you have. And if you use a rune arc, it activates the effect of the great rune. Is that right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly how it works.
And then when you die, the rune arc like fades.
Yes, it's a lot like an ember in that way,
Fuck.
except they're more expensive.
But so it's like a powerful ember.
Yeah, I mean that great rune that you have right now is the one I'm using. I mean that thing can make a really big difference because essentially it's like, hey, here's 10 free levels for this boss fight.
Right, right.
And you know, especially if that boss has any type of elemental damage abilities to him,
Yeah.
you know that increases all of your resistances as well. So but you know it's tough because it's just like an ember in the sense that you have to feel pretty confident about that run you're about to do.
It's not a first time use thing.
Yeah, you know you're gonna wanna put in some work first, get a good feel. Like I used one on this boss who is like a spectral knight, I'll say. And he's got some really strong spells. That's where I got the Great Bow spell. And he that changed the game because you know think of it this way: say you had a really strong weapon you've been working on for you know when you get your strength up. Well, now you have your strength up.
Yeah.
You can also put on all new armor. You know, it can radically change how you play. I just got into a trap.
Boy.
Opened a chest trap.
Oh no. Fuck, dude. Back to the Celia tunnel.
Yeah, I hope. I'm like, I want some revenge, man. I was terrified.
Yeah, when I got there, yeah, I was dying so quickly to everything, and I couldn't hurt anything at all. It was fucked, dude. I was so trapped. I felt so hopeless. I was legitimately like, is this run over? Like, I'm only 4 hours in. I had a whole level on me too. So I was pissed. I made a very big mistake of going just a little too far. I'm just like, I'll open this chest and then go back.
Have you
Nope.
Have you been teleported to the Golden Capital yet?
Maybe. I mean, I got teleported to I can't remember what it's called. It's like the gold. I don't know. Let me see what's it called. The Divine Bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the place. That's where it ended up sending me. I mean, there's only one giant there, and I killed it, so now there's nothing here. Because those giants you fought on that bridge, those guys don't respawn. So if you ever kill one out in the world, they're gone. Okay, well that's good to know. I've been trying. It's like way up in the north, so I've been trying to figure out where it connects to because I like if I get sent to a place, I at least want to try to like find the map fragment.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this guy's tough right now for some reason. There we go. These airborne enemies are tricky.
Yeah, they are. That's when you have a weapon like yours, you can kind of hook them out of the air.
Yeah. Well, I need more FP. Well, spells are great against them, but it's such a limited resource. Even for me, even with the FP that I have, like, I've got spells, but not the whole time. You know, I will run out and, like, after, like, 5 or 6 enemies. But that's also a big help, because if I'm struggling with an area, that's like the first 5 enemies erased from from being a problem. What you doing out here, bud?
I'm trying to figure out where I should go, honestly, at this point. Maybe I just need to grind on this dude. Kill this guy. A Crucible Knight. I don't know. I can tell you, I am not prepared for the enemy in the lake.
Is there a boss in this castle?
Oh yeah. That's how you're gonna get that greatsword.
I can't seem to find him.
I'll help you.
I mean, I'm up on the wall area. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I've missed. I don't think so.
You took the path you're staring at, right?
Oh. I don't think I went this way. Yeah, I don't think I've been down there.
The way you're looking at right now leads. It's the opposite side of that big square room.
Yeah.
And then that path you're staring down will lead you to another side of the roof.
I see. So I do want to go this way. What? He lived? Aw.
Yes.
Dude, this knight is fucking these guys up. He's just a regular.
Yeah, dude, there are so many cool battles you can just ride up on.
That's interesting because that guy's just a chump. And he killed 3 of those dudes on his own. He must, I guess that's them trying to demonstrate to you the power of a shield in this area. They're just like, use the shield. They're weak. Oh!
Some shields are really, really nice. I mean, even like really light shields will guard you very well.
Yeah. I haven't really used a shield in this playthrough.
They're far more superior than they are in the Souls series.
Hmm.
And you can get some that have like attacks on them.
Yeah, I have one that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I really want the snake shield.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do,
look who it is.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
It's the father.
It seems like it. Thank you.
Yeah, I watched Asmongold play this the other day. He attacked this dude.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was like, I want this dude's sword, and he didn't realize that this guy doesn't carry the sword. It's the good sword in this area, but if you kill him, it'll keep you from getting it.
Yeah, it's like you have to do the side quest.
Once he's fulfilled.
Yeah,
his
because
duty-
now, so here's the thing. You've pretty much been throughout the castle.
Yeah, I can't
Just
find
with-
any new area.
Right. So, but there is a point of grace that you haven't found. This point of grace will take you outside. So it's going to be a little unorthodox.
Interesting.
But it's going to be in the back of the castle. So you're not going towards that front main room again. So keep your sights fixed to the back of the castle because...
Over there?
Behind you. Wherever, I don't really know your orientation.
Yeah, that's true.
Behind the
Yeah.
castle?
And there's also the delay. So,
Uh-huh.
so it will be hard to use the visual input. Yeah, let's just try to stick to north, south, east, west.
Let's say if you're...
Mhm.
Yeah, if you're this looking at the water is the way to go. That's where you're going to be trying to head. The boss is going to be on the beach down there.
Back here? On
Yeah.
this on the southeast side? Interesting.
Yeah, like very behind the castle. But the only way to get to it is from a point of grace that you have to find, and it's called the point of grace behind the castle.
Is it in? Do I have to leave the castle to get to it?
No, it's
Okay.
the only way to get behind the castle.
Ah,
Yeah.
so it's down there. Well, it's over there. Okay. Okay, I get there from over here. I bet you have to get... I bet it's down there, right? Oh, is it through... Well, I just know that...
It won't be towards your right. You're going
Yeah.
towards the main room. You'll know you'll be going.
Ah. Yeah, there's stuff down there. I see.
It is.
How do I get down there?
Is the question. Yep, that is.
Over
the
there,
question.
I see. There's a drop down on this side.
Indeed.
That's the kind of
Be
thing
careful.
that makes exploration rewarding, is finding the path. Not when it's handed to you and you have to go down it. It's when it's like, you just gotta go. Have a good... Yeah.
And their models are so good that
It's
they're
beautiful.
designed like a toy house. Like you could see it. Like you can visually see it and figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
They're not they're not being lazy and masking it.
No, yeah, there's the there's the thing about there's the design as in like how the level works, but there's this extra layer which is the way that you interact with it that they've designed so well. Like you can see where you need to go, you can see where you can walk and where you can't. It's not only a functional level, it's usable easily. I'm trying to think of a game that does a really bad job of that.
Honestly, to me, like I always didn't, like Dark Souls are good RPGs, but compared to other RPGs, they are mitigated to a certain extent with the scale.
Actually, I can think of a game. So this isn't a bad example, but this game does have a flaw in the usability department, and that's Doom Eternal. When you finish combat, you are lost for a moment. You don't know where to go. You don't know where they want you to go. And there's those moments when you're just like, where do you want me to go? Just tell me what direction to go, please, sir. And you have to kind of like find it. They don't actually want you to do that in those games. You're just you're getting lost because it's not very clear where to go. They don't want you to jump around the boss arena for 5 minutes and be like, how the fuck do I get there? You know what I mean? Like, how do I leave? How do I leave?
I will tell you that there in the Learning of the Lake, there's the night I was talking about, that boss arena. That one was that was definitely a ruse. They wanted you to be like, yeah, take a good look around this area. They definitely wanted you to feel comfortable, but before they made his presence known.
Oh, yeah, like a delayed entrance.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, what they did with that thing that they did with Godric, where they make him talk after he's dead for 10 seconds, fuck them for that. Because when the You cannot leave an empty boss bar on the screen for 10 seconds. Like
They know that you're gonna expect a round two,
Yeah.
especially because they haven't done it yet. Like I
Yeah,
still haven't
yeah.
come across a boss that has a second full health bar.
The dread that I started feeling, man, I was like, why isn't it over yet? And my brain was like, because it's not over yet, you fucking idiot. And I was like, wow.
That's
And it
so
was over.
interesting. You have an NPC in this room that I did not have.
In what room?
Room you're in right now.
Oh.
With the ghost in the cage.
Oh, he's. Oh, really, really?
Yeah, it's not the ghost in the cage.
Hmm.
He's sitting against the back wall.
What's he look like? Have you seen him before?
Wait, never mind.
Oh.
It's a dog. Or it's a sludge.
Their favorite fucking enemy type
Yeah.
in
They're
every
so much
single
harder in
game.
this game.
Yeah.
They're so much harder in this game.
I want a boss that's like
you're on
them.
your way to a boss, yeah.
Oh no, I mean like
Oh,
like yeah, like a real one though. Like
There's gotta be
full size.
gotta be a boss.
I haven't done it yet.
You fought the Mad Pumpkinhead?
I fought a handful of them. They're like littered throughout the map. Not a boss version though, I don't think.
Oh really?
Oh, what?
He's
How'd
a-
you see?
He's a boss.
Oh.
He's a boss in a dungeon in Limgrave. But I found one the other night in the lake area, a dungeon that had two of them.
Ooh.
A very tiny room. And that was the boss fight.
Interesting.
They were like boss versions of themselves, bigger,
Yeah.
everything. It was
Like a
it was
double?
brutal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Have you fought the cat?
Yeah.
Like stone cat?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That thing was weird.
I've seen people stream from a dungeon where apparently there are two of them.
Yeah, that thing wasn't that hard. It was just the first couple of rounds, you just don't know what it's going to do. It's really hard to read first out. But it doesn't have that many moves. It was fine. I can't believe I walked up there and let that fucking guy kick my ass. How did I do that? I just like panic rolled 3 times in a row and he did a 3-hit combo and it just fucked me up.
Sometimes places are just overwhelming.
No, well, the thing is,
sometimes I just find myself being overwhelmed.
the thing is like I have all this magic and shit, and I just walked up to him and fucked myself in the ass. Like I just didn't even engage. Look at that, he's not even hard. I don't know, I have this problem sometime where I just relax way too much. I get comfortable, even in brand new areas. It's like the open world game. Like, I'm trained to just, like, chill out. Because it's an open world game.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you have to do, though. If you think of, like, Red Dead or Witcher or any of those, like, yeah, in Witcher you might come across some monsters, but honestly, to me, I think the weakest part of the Witcher is their combat. I don't know how many people are stopping to get into fights.
I don't. I actually, the game is more fun when you talk your way out of them. Because it lets you. And it's meaningful when you do. You get rewarded for doing that. Instead of just skipping fights. You know, it actually makes the quest longer and more meaningful.
Yeah. That's actually, yeah, it's a good point. They do. Well, and I think that's the thing with that game is it's like clearly their story is what they're trying to promote throughout the game. But, I'm lost. Oh, that's why. But I've been really curious to see how games coming after this will follow its design.
Yeah, everyone's gonna try to copy this combat system. It's gonna happen soon where it just starts getting ripped off. And everyone's like, yep, no, heavily inspired Dark Souls combat design. We love the game. We love it. It's the best, so we took it.
You think about how many games the Souls series has spawned off a whole genre. It's like
Yeah.
this game is kind of sets a bar for a whole new level if you even want to claim to be a Souls-like.
Yeah. Oh
But it's
yeah.
also kind of just cool after like the you know, I don't think Cyberpunk is necessarily a disappointment, but I would say its rollout. Like that's a game I still can't play of my console, even though it's like it has a version that will run on this console. Just because it's still just nowhere near. And I mean, at this point, it's like hundreds of gigs. It's like almost over 100 gigs because of how big the patches.
The updates and stuff. And yeah, it's a fun game. It's a story-rich RPG, you know.
Yeah.
Damn it! Oh my! Fuck these fucking rats, dude. Fuck, dude. I hate rats in this game. For some reason, they just have this attack that they have that just always breaks me for some reason.
Until you get like a
So annoying. It's like every time I'm gonna swing, and then he just headbutts me, and I'm stunned. A rat headbutting me stuns me when I'm doing a heavy attack with medium armor. Like I have full set of medium armor. That's just some bullshit. And I don't know. It was also my fault because I need to always be healed up to full because I can die to anything at any moment.
That's why I was gonna say, like, perhaps maybe right now the way to go, if you don't feel like you have a very strong spell, is to get a shield. Like, get a shield, get a better weapon, you know? Like, this quest you're on right now will give you a much better weapon. But, like, a shield might help a lot with your defense until you get some spells that'll really give you the range edge for being aggressive.
Yeah.
Because that's how I have to handle rats. Because they stun me, and I'm rocking pretty good armor and stuff. But no matter what, they'll stun me.
Hate them.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they do in this game. Is that they're not ever like more than 3 hits to kill, but they're always gonna have the stun ability on you.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I agree with that, but it's better than coming across rats that have like stupid elemental effects, which is what I figured they would do.
Yeah, that was Dark Souls 2, man. Poison rats.
Oh yeah.
Poison fucking rats.
Dark Souls 2 like really had made me mad like no other of the Souls series because of the design choices that they would make. Like the fact that your health bar would just get smaller as you fucking died.
Stupid.
That I had to put it down because I'm like, this is just not fun.
Artificial
Dark Souls 1 and
difficulty.
3, yeah, it feels like a gimmick. It feels like a game trying to be a Souls game.
Yeah,
and it has a completely different director. It was like super rushed.
A different team, yeah.
It's like this is not.
And there are other things. There are other things, man. So the biggest thing about that game that people complain about, which makes so much sense, is that there is this stat in it called adaptability, and it seems like a dumb stat. It tells you that what it does is it governs your resistances, and it does. But there's another thing that it does. There are 2 things that it does that it doesn't tell you that it does. The first big thing is it actually speeds up how quick you use items. Like Estus, bone shards, all usable items. It makes you use them faster. So you're probably wondering, why am I so slow when I use my Estus? Yeah, it's because your stat isn't leveled for you have a Estus stat.
Because it's so stupid.
Now here's the second thing that it does, and if you think that that's bad, you're going to suddenly realize why that game feels so clunky. The second thing that adaptability does is it actually governs the iframes that your roll has. And the more adaptability you have, the more iframes you have, which means your roll is better when you level up adaptability. It's actually better than Dark Souls 3 when it's high level.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That infuriates me.
Yep. That's right, John. So the reason why the game feels so slow and the rolls are so difficult to pull off is because there's a stat. And because you didn't level it, you don't get to roll. You don't get to fast Estus. That means, like, basically the way that stat works in terms of game design is if you don't level it, you have to hold a great shield. And if you do level it, you can't hold a great shield. So you either shield or roll. That's how that game works. It's one or the other. But they don't tell you that.
Yeah, I really don't like that. I mean, honestly, dude, playing that game, I was like, this is so bittersweet because it's New Souls.
Mm-hmm. But
it's not.
But here's the thing here's the worst part about it is so what you have to do is cut out 40%, or you have to cut out a quarter of your build to roll and use Estus. So you want to have like, so you can basically only do one thing. You can either do just magic, just dex, just strength, or just faith, because you have to level your health because it shrinks, right? And you have to level endurance because it has the same equip load tie. So it's like the balancing on it is just fucked on that perspective. The difficulty changes with your stats dramatically.
Yeah, that's honestly really sad because I was thinking about, like, I almost played that one before I played this one because I did jump into it, but it just made me so mad because I was like, how are you gonna punish me for just dying in a game where it's like you're going to die?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the punishment is losing your souls. What are you doing? Like that's
right.
Infuriating enough. If you're gonna handicap me and tell me to go back out there, then
you basically get punished for exploring, because Scholar of the First Sin has like increased mobs. They turn up the volume of mobs. So instead of it being like 4 or 5, it's like 8.
Yeah.
So you're more punished.
Yeah, it makes me really sad because like I want to try out some of these bosses. Like I've seen so many people play it that I'm like I want to give it a fair shot, but I'm just like, how did people make it through this if they're not a streamer?
Adaptability. It's an adaptability build. It literally, you make you do like a pure strength build, and instead of leveling, you just cut something out, so you'll have no dex and it'll be all strength. So you'll be rolling around with these giant fucking weapons doing massive damage, like you see people do. But they can't wield anything else. Like, you're even more pigeonholed. Oh, shit. Leoin. Oh, he's a werewolf. Oh, he staggers. I'm gonna bleed him. I'm gonna bleed him. Oh, never mind. He's got huge magic resistance. Actually. He's got a huge magic resistance. Cool. He's not even that far away. Let's switch that out. Who would be better? Probably the skeleton that respawns. I bet you could just drop down there and not take damage, right? God, that's so chill.
Yeah, his sword. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. Well, when I got it, like when I did it yesterday, I already had a weapon that was like better than it.
Hmm.
But for you right now,
it's probably.
Yeah, and you should have upgradable items to go with it. That will make it, like, it'll push it much farther, because I think the scaling is a lot better on it. Let me pull it up, actually.
Damn it, dude. I'm really sick of this prompt. And it's like, do you want to cancel your spirit? Like, no, I don't. I've never wanted to. And I'm not going to. And I just fucking punched him. I just did a jump punch because I put my weapon away.
Dude, I really want to use this Briars of Sin spell I have. Summon thorns from a whirl of your own blood. Like makes a giant thorn nest around you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got that too.
I've got that. I've got the Great Blade Phalanx, which are like the giants blades.
Mm-hmm.
Loretta's Great Bow, Crystal Burst, and Glintstone Arc.
Glintstone Arc is very good.
I can actually use some of my miracles. What?
Use them.
Alleviates
They're really good.
buildup and cures poison.
Oh,
Scarlet Rot.
that's very useful. Damn, you changed targets mid-air. Like, legitimately. Yeah, I'm melting this guy, but he's just aggressive, you know?
He's just fast. He's one of those bosses where it's like, it's kind of like how I feel with this dude right now. Is, like I do big damage on this Crucible Knight, but his attacks do big damage in turn.
I'm staggering him. The game clearly doesn't expect me to have this weapon for this fight.
Oh no. This is, when I looked it up, they were like, this is the true second area the game really wants to go. Like, in fact, it's an alternative first area.
Yeah,
no. All of this before, like, you could have had his greatsword before you even went to Godric, and had, like, you know, or use that greatsword to get you to kill the Erdtree Guardian, and then use his Halberd before you even got to Godric. If you get that Halberd to +3, you're doing like 600 damage. It's just stupid. Stupid
Oh,
good.
really? I'm doing big damage on him. I really like this skeleton bandit because he just keeps coming back. This is the third time. This is his third life. Oh yeah, that's it, baby. Get fucked.
Oh yeah, this is over.
Rafted blade.
Four more hits.
Ooh. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, this is over. Finish him.
Mm.
Ninja Skeletal friend back. Oh, stun him.
Yeah, that dude is clutch.
Yeah. Honestly, I think one of my favorite, outside of horse combat, I think that's one of my favorite new mechanics. Oh yeah, look at that bad boy.
Yeah, free fucking summon. Thank you. And the thing is like, the thing is I don't, in these in fantasy RPG games, my favorite kind of build is like a dark mage summoner, like the kind of like someone basically like what a villain is in these kind of games. You know, like someone was this, like making like intense creatures. So I love this mechanic because that's exactly what I've never really had to do in a Souls game that I've always wanted to, is have a build that's kind of got a summon like as a part of it.
Yeah. And I love the fact that they removed the requirement to be, you know, have a consumable or something involved with summoning, because they moved that to the Great Rune, but, you know, there's so many times you don't even need to have your Great Rune activated. Like, I'm so curious if the first one gives you all better attributes. Like, what are the later bosses going to give you? Like, what are their Great Runes going to be like?
Oh man, this thing is fucking huge.
Yeah, dude.
I can't use the weapon art.
Is it just because it's too strong?
Yeah, it's like 40. Raises all attributes for a certain duration. Poise will... Oh my gosh. Oath of Vengeance. What a fucking weapon art. Stat buffs and a poise buff.
Look at that sword, though, dude.
Yeah, it's like the Game of Thrones throne.
Yeah. Now that might make life a little bit nicer. And I would also go to the Stronghold and see if you have enough stuff to get that leveled up. You know, because you could be That's one thing that this game does. They don't punish you really for not being exactly at level. Like, it's clear that they want you to try a multitude of weapons.
Yeah.
And then have an opportunity to try them, and then pick the ones you like to actually work towards fully being able to wield. Because it took me forever to get this halberd, to get everything to like my strength to 30,
Yeah.
and my faith to 12. All the while still like maintaining my because endurance is really the one thing I've kind of got an issue with. Like I really wish they would have just like attached your equip load to strength or something. You know, something that's like you are going to be putting a lot into it, regardless of your build. And it would help you be able to kind of have like a lock on good weapons. You know, because say you did that and you had to pump a bunch in there just for strength, and now you're able to wield that weapon. You know, there's a big difference between like I need 15 levels in strength versus 3 levels in faith to be able to wield some spells.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. This rusted anchor is actually a good weapon.
Oh yeah, I fucked with that for a long time.
Wow.
Because it
That's
takes
better.
base level upgrades. Like the other
191.
ones.
This is just better. Well, its scaling isn't as good. Yeah, see, this Bloodhound Fang is good for me, but it won't. You see, it's a dex weapon at the end of the day. It scales with dex, so I will have to throw it away. Because dex, I need something that scales with strength more than anything else in terms of a weapon.
I was using that rusted anchor until I got my halberd up, because you can get it so strong really quickly if you have smithing stones.
Only one more point in strength to wield it fine, which I'm gonna level up anyway. This colossal staff seems dope.
Yeah, it does. I was like, what is that?
Shit. Got a spell with it. Channel magic into the glintstone to activate an ancient sorcery, producing floating magic projectiles that chase enemies automatically. Where did I get this? Wielded by Erdtree burial watchdogs who protect catacombs. Did I get this from Velstadt? Nah. Maybe. But another big thing about Dark Souls 2 that people don't talk about is, so you know how in Dark Souls 1 and 3, enemies have like they're really good at like staying facing you, you know what I mean? Like they're always, it's like head to head unless they're attacking. Well, in Dark Souls 2, they really fucked that up. And what I mean is that as soon as an enemy attacks, he doesn't really rotate anymore. Like he can't rotate and attack. So if you just stay rotating, 90% of attacks will miss you just because you're rotating. And that goes for all bosses. So you very quickly, once you start like not relying on dodge and just rotating around them, you'll see that like a lot of them have a really big flaw like that. Like the final boss was really anticlimactic for me because he couldn't hit me because I just was just strafing him.
Yeah.
He just couldn't hit me. Yeah, so the game is really hard in the beginning because all the level problems, the level imbalance, and then when you get through that, the game becomes so easy that it's like the hardest part of the game is the stupid ganks because it's just unfair. Final boss was super easy. Super easy. Disappointing. Even.
I don't know when I will jump back into that next, to be honest, because I'm glad I own it, because eventually I will want to try it and just like suffer through it, but
yeah,
to me it doesn't have the excitement that, you know, because so many people come back who I know, like you, who have played the other ones and really love them, and you know, Dark Souls 1 to really like, it's such an old game. It shows you how well made that game is.
Such a dinosaur.
Right, but it's
what the?
still.
Who's this freaking guy? What the fuck's happening right now?
Getting hacked?
No. Do you see this? I'm in the fucking place. It's ransacked. Who are you, sir? Try this.
You're in Stronghold. Your
Yeah.
server's just catching up to me right now. I'm like, wait, what are you
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah. 28 damage. Am I being an idiot by holding this? Holy shit. Who are you?
What is going on right now? I
Okay.
Look at the stun on that.
I know, dude, that thing is
It's a
crunching.
stunner.
Enemy felled. Great enemy felled.
What is going on?
I don't know if you want to watch this.